I stumbled upon this video the other day, by this Transfigure Day channel right here, and this is so interesting, talking about the Rapture Illuminati card. And basically what happened is someone out there, they kept looking at this card and trying to figure it out, and they like spliced it together. They took like a mirror image of it, and this is what they came up with. And it really does look like something like alien ships with maybe this is the man of sin coming down, because whenever you watch Ken Peters' testimony, it really makes you wonder. See, God did not allow Ken Peters to see the catching away. He did not allow Ken Peters to see all these Christians and young children being raptured up. But he did allow Ken Peters to see the aftermath. And what Ken Peters saw, with people were running in the street saying, "Where did all these people go? Oh my God." Ken saw where graves were exploding outward and these glorified bodies were going up and disappearing, But it really makes me wonder if at the same time of the rapture, the New World Order has a Project Bluebeam already put on hold, waiting for this event, so that they can deceive the world into thinking that aliens and all this are the reason behind this strange noises and this, disappearance. And here's your proof. There's quite a few videos already talking about this, the bizarre sounds in the sky, what I call Project Bluebeam or fake rapture, or they're trying to program large cities or areas in the world. They're trying to program them into thinking that these loud noises are maybe aliens or something. I mean, could you imagine if you were in a large city and you heard these loud blaring noises unexplainably in the sky? So they're already working on some kind of cover-up or a deception to explain this disappearance of all the young children and all these real Christians, Christians that are filled with the Spirit of God, because they're the only ones that are probably going to go in the rapture anyway. Now, here's another great example. This is a children's video game where they are depicting a UFO and they are abducting creatures. So they want young children to already be brainwashed. If one day people just start disappearing, it must be aliens. Remember that movie War of the Worlds? You might want to go back and watch it again. When these dumb looking alien ships first come out of the ground and they're up in the sky, listen to it. So they make these strange blaring horn sounds, and then moments later these people just start exploding out of their clothes. I mean, come on, man. It's like they're trying to program everyone to accept that aliens are what is going to be behind this strange, bizarre rapture event. They already got the horns, they got people exploding out of their clothes, right? Now, the flickering sun, I don't know if this is super Project Bluebeam technology or if this is Luke 21:25, There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars, I do know that the devil and his New World Order people seem to counterfeit or try to manipulate everything, that's prophesied in the Bible anyway. But, there are countless videos of the sun flickering.
Similar
like a light bulb.
This was just a few weeks ago.
Project Bluebeam, this super technology or these holograms, they've got it all on standby. It's waiting. So when this rapture event happens, they can deceive the world with their cover-up. It's aliens. When you study up on Project Bluebeam, it's almost as if the New World Order has all this hologram technology. It's all on standby. It's all waiting. So when the rapture event happens, they can trigger their technology and their holograms to deceive the world into believing their cover-up story, this great deception, it was aliens. And they may even have a star man come down. Ken Peters, his incredible testimony. See, God, there's certain things that God did not allow him to see. That really handsome man that he sees in his vision, that could be the counterfeit Antichrist for all that we know. When you study up on Islam, 500 or a billion Muslims are all anticipating their Mahdi or Mahdi will come on the scene after a great war between the big powers, and they believe in an Antichrist figure, and they believe their Mahdi will tear down or topple the Antichrist figure. And then guess what's going to happen? The Mahdi, or the real Antichrist, he's going to look like a hero. He's the savior. Oh my God, he tore down the Antichrist system. The New World Order system, he tore it all down. And then he's going to be praised and worshiped and honored, and he's going to be loved and admired. There could be a monumental deception. And this is where the monumental deception all begins, right here. Does the tribulation start immediately after the rapture? Oh, guess what? Nowhere in the Bible does it say that, hey, the rapture happens and then the next day the 7-year tribulation begins. It doesn't, nowhere. But you've got these so-called ministers like Perry Stone and whoever else, these end-time prophecy teachers. This is what they have programmed you to believe, that the Great Tribulation starts immediately, the next day after the rapture. So that 7 years from the rapture, you're going to believe that Jesus is coming back. Well, what happens if there is a Muslim Jesus or a counterfeit Jesus at the end of that 7 years? Everyone's going to fall for it because everyone's been programmed into believing this deception right here. But if you ever want to take a look at this Illuminati card, let's read it real quick. Tape runs out. When the rapture comes, I'll make 'em wait. They'll never clean my cage. Now give me some more of blankety blank blank. Tape runs out. Good try. Too bad something went wrong. Now, I don't really know what this even means. I do know this. We've seen enough evidence of a deception or a cover-up already in place to explain why all these people are going to disappear. They've got it in children's video games. They've got it in Hollywood movies. And they've got incredible holographic technology. They've got a great cover-up, a great deception, because the power elite, the New World Order, they work for Satan. And it's Satan's job to deceive the world. In fact, if you really want to take it a step further, there's no judge and jury above God. There's no policeman above God to tell him what he can and cannot do. So for all you know, God could tell the devil, hey, you go deceive these wicked fools into such and such, or I'll throw you into the lake of fire right now. Who knows?